Oh my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. So, Godzillanator just had a little hiccup where he recorded this whole video and half the clips just kind of got deleted. So, some things that may not add up as you're progressing through, like the amount of crystals I have, because what I did was, I went ahead and basically compared Supergiant's Brilliant. She had this one on here, 28% all attack, all defense, and I swapped it for this type, and we did the quick and dirty after I showed you the stage 75 clear with Supergiant, and it's not particularly an easy clear with the team that I actually use for it. The team that I show you in this video here is basically like the perfect team. So it's Ebony lead, Valkyrie, and then Supergiant. The team that I cleared it with, because I need Ebony for another clear. I need him for Doom stage 69. I use Proxima, and honestly, I thought I wouldn't see much difference, but it's pretty amazing. And not only the difference in the damage, but it's just the bit of extra damage. It allows you to push through those phases a little bit faster, and it just kind of gives you an edge. So you guys can take that into consideration if you're ever wondering, like, which lead do I use, Proxima or Ebony better? It could also depend on the character as well. Oh, and another thing. So devs, if you're listening, one thing we really need for Alliance Battle is a training mode where we could use any characters, not just the characters that we can actually use today, right? So it's speed, hero, female, because it's kind of annoying. Like, I want to do this test. I would like to test an ABX. What's better for Supergiant, because the very next video is going to be Supergiant ABX. It's yesterday's ABX, 11.2 million, and you'll be surprised at the little twist on rotation and some different things you could do that will crazily increase your score. It increased my score by 500,000 points. Absolutely bananas. Also, on that note, in terms of having a training mode for ABX, we need just kind of like a training dark mode, like a dark training mode. We can go into settings, flip a switch. I've mentioned this before at least a few times, where we flip a switch and we can make changes in our roster. We can swap CTP, swap Uru, ISO without any cost, but anything we do in the game doesn't actually register. So we couldn't do like a World Boss Legend clear and it would actually count. And then once you get out of training mode, everything reverts back to the way it actually was. It'd be something like an APK, but every player could actually use it, just because it could be so costly, especially because it cost me 3,000 crystals to actually make this swap. Because you know who had that other Brilliant was actually Rogue. I don't really use her for much. Basically the hit that I'll be taking, slower dispatch clear, and then about 700,000 points on squad battle. But I'm always typically first anyways. But I'm gonna put I'll probably just put a Mighty Judgment on her, and yeah, I'm not gonna give her the Brilliant. If she was helpful in World Boss clears, then yeah. So I got another Brilliant sitting pretty for somebody else to use. I don't know, who should we test it on? If you have any recommendations, please let me know. But yeah, it's all about Supergiant for this video, and then the very next video, and we're gonna see exactly what's better for World Boss Legend. So I do the World Boss Legend test, and then I won't be able to test ABX. So basically, the next free-for-all day, I'll be able to use the same team that I used on yesterday's clear, and I'll be able to go back in with the type and see if it's any better. My speculation is this, because you'll see once you watch the next video that I put out, Supergiant's ABX, you'll see the strategy that's used, and you're gonna say to yourself, it might be a little difficult to actually charge that type up while using that. You're gonna have to switch up the playstyle a little bit just to actually charge it up. So I feel like maybe it could result in the same score, but it's going to take more runs. So I feel like my ABX gonna take a little bit of a hit, but the type's gonna be better for World Boss Legend. That's just my speculation at this point. And obviously we're doing this in hindsight now. We kind of going back. I've Godzillanator got in his time machine. He's going back in time to actually record this intro here, because it got deleted. Like something that does not make Godzillanator happy, but we got to do it, right? We gotta appease the masses. So let me get this stage 75 clear queued up, and let's get the show on the road. Oh, and by the way, so this keeps occurring to me during like off times where I'm not recording, but my Loki ABX video now with this uniform, you know, I was silencing the beast with his 6. You don't need to do that. You could do it. So you could silence it with his 4. And I realized that before the day was done. And when I went back in for a couple runs, I scored like 12.56 million. And I'm sure I could probably even get a little bit higher, but that is absolutely bananas. I've never scored anything close to that. The most I've scored was, you know, like I think 12.1 with Mephisto, just a little bit over 12 with Mephisto. So if you're using this uniform for ABX, you can actually silence with his 4. And, you know, I don't know why. I think it was because I was playing TVA over and over again, because TVA does not have the silence on his 4 skill, only the president uniform. So my apologies on that, but it only makes the run in the clear even that much easier for ABX there. All right, now let's get the show on the road. Alrighty, here we go. The long-awaited Stage 75 Supergiant Solo. Before, though, when I actually did my initial Stage 75 clear, I swapped in Proxima at times, and that seemed to be a pretty good strategy. Just kind of playing it safe. I feel like to do it faster with more risk, Supergiant Solo with using Proxima lead. But as I mentioned, Ebony lead is just, it's going to be better. It's better for her. Proxima lead, you know, could be better for certain characters. Obviously, physical attacking characters. Ebony lead's not gonna work at all, right? But yeah, I just found that Ebony lead is better. So if I honestly wasn't sure until I actually swapped it and tested it. I thought that the ignore dodge would have been just as good, if not better, than 40% on the energy attack. But I think it depends if the character has any ignore dodge or not. You know, let me check, because I'm actually not sure. I know she has ignore dodge on her 6, but aside from that, does she have ignore dodge? She might have it as a passive. Nope, not there. Not there. Maybe on her uniform. And she does. She has 25%. So she has some. But I think it's very important, and not just for a Supergiant, but I think for a lot of characters, a lot of runs, having the Awaken skill or Tier 3 as soon as you get down the quick and dirty there. And that seems to work out well. Supergiant, she could be a bit finicky to play with her 6, right? You got to make sure that you're kind of backed into a wall or to a corner, because you know it'll push you so far to the targeting range where you can't hit another skill. And there I swap characters because we almost die there. I swap again just to keep Ebony alive. But yeah, you know, I probably could have waited to actually attack. And here I think I was hoping to get him down. Yeah, you know, I actually do get him down. And, you know, I think it's important to use the 1 skill after the rotation, because the 1 skill is an iframe, and it just helps keep you, you know, to avoid, you know, crowd control and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to get Knull back here. She kind of went the wrong way, but you know, luckily enough, we actually didn't get pushed too far out of the range. Yeah, it's actually amazing the difference in the ease of the clear between using Proxima lead and using Supergiant's lead. I had a really tough time, as a matter of fact, when I used Proxima lead. It's just, you know, the little bit more damage. It's not even a little bit, but the bit of more damage that you know, something, you know, another lead or a, you know, passive will give you. It just like, it kind of gives you that little bit of an edge. Yeah, right there. I tried to use the Awaken skill, but I'm not sure what striker it was actually pushed him out of the range, and I almost died there. Good thing for her invisibility passive. Otherwise, she would have been toast. She would have been toast there. I think it might be Thor that's actually pushing him, which is really, really annoying. I can't tell you how many times, and it's not just Thor. There's other characters that actually push. I think Blue Dragon is a character that does it. Hulk, no, not Hulk. Blue Dragon's one. I'm trying to think of others. She-Hulk, maybe? I don't know, but there are definitely other characters that will push Knull, and it's very annoying, especially if it's like a really critical part, like you know, right there where you saw where he got in the dragon, or after the dragon when he has the purple circles. But you'll see here, yeah, definitely with Supergiant, what you want to do is you want to get behind Knull and then hit her 6. Otherwise, you hit anywhere else, it's going to pull you too far. Or you could just cancel it right away if you're confident with the damage. But at this stage in the game, I need all the damage I can get. So canceling it right away, I don't think is an option. As you'll see, I'll have to do, I think, 3 rotations here. No, just 2. Okay, maybe I could have canceled here. But with Proxima, I can't. A thing I like to do with Proxima is, I like stage 75, man. I'm so happy I got to stage 75 because stage 70 to 74, those clears, probably the most difficult thing I've ever had to do in Marvel Future Fight. Definitely don't want to do that again, and I'm debating on who I should put the Brilliant that I have on Maker, or just leave it on him for an additional clear, because I don't know, it's funky. I wish you could use characters more than once. At least the strikers. I hate that they did that. That they took the ability to, like in regular World Boss, you could use strikers over and over again, but for World Boss Legend, you can't, and it makes it really tough. And we'll talk about that real quick. Alrighty, game back on. Here's the thing, guys. So I'm trying to do every day. Stage 55 to 59 twice, you know, preferably stage 59 twice, and then doing Knull stage 69 with Doom, and then stage, you know, pushing up to stage 79 with Supergiant. But look at that, my Valor is lower than the recommended for Knull. I never thought that was going to be an issue, but actually I want to ask you guys, what would be the fastest and most efficient way to increase my Valor level? The idea that I have right now, because for the longest time, the only bosses I played were Proxima, Knull, and then Ebony. And I think it was mainly for either books or the actual Odin's Blessings that you get from these characters here. I don't know, I was always going after steals. Don't really need them that much anymore. Nope. And that. So I neglected every other world boss. As you can see, the conquer level for all the others are very low. So my idea, my thinking when I get the wheels turning here, would be to play Corvus until I have his conquer level up to 100, because I have him. He's the only other boss that I don't have the conquer level at 100. And have stage 99 actually available. So I feel like that would be the most efficient way. And then once his conquer level's at 100, move over to Thanos. I'm gonna have to clear these challenges with crystals. You know, in terms of being the most, you know, the quickest and most efficient. And then clearing Thanos up to, you know, 99, and then getting his conquer level to 100, and then just moving over to any other world boss, even Supergiant. Damn notifications, and then the others. But if you're an experienced world boss, you know, just person who has some knowledge on how to increase this, you have a different idea, let me know in the comments, because yeah, before World Boss Legend, I didn't care all that much for World Boss, and it really wasn't a big deal. In hindsight now, I wish I would have actually taken advantage of, you know, pushing it just to increase my Valor and getting, you know, conquer level up for each one of these guys. So let me know your thoughts on that. But now, so I mentioned earlier, what we're going to do is for Supergiant is we're actually going to find out what's better, all attack or type for world boss. And we're going to do the quick and dirty. Sorry, buddy. We're going to do the quick and dirty. And we're gonna find that out, right? That just doing the quick and dirty will give us the information that we actually need. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go over to Rogue, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on Rogue yet. Probably a Mighty Judgment. I'm not gonna give her Supergiant's Brilliant. I'll probably keep her Brilliant in my inventory. but I'm gonna have to take rogues and then give it to Supergiant. So it's gonna be a 3,000 crystal cost to actually do this. That is absolutely bananas. Again, devs, if you give us a training mode where we can, you know, go ahead, select training mode, boom, and then any changes you made, it doesn't cost anything, but once you get out of training, and it doesn't count towards anything, but once you get out of training mode, everything reverts back to the way it was. That would be fantastic, kind of like an APK almost, you know, in a way. All right, let me get this done, and we'll be back. You know what, guys? I thought you guys might want to see Godzillanator just bleed these crystals here. Yikes. Okay, yes, we want to unequip that. Yep, it's something you don't want to make a mistake doing, right? Because it just costs so much. See Godzillanator's pain. I hear you laughing. I hear you laughing from all the way over there. Yes, and we're going to unequip that guy. And, okay, we're going to lock this bad boy and give Supergiant this one here. Yes, indeed. All right, there it is. There it is. Okay, let me cue this up. And let's see what is better. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I thought for the sake of time, instead of, you know, doing a fresh run with the Brilliant I had on, I'm just going to play basically the last, you know, few seconds of the video that I did, because I felt like that was actually a really good quick and dirty with her. So it's about 352 is where she got down to. That's with the all attack, right? That's a run that I basically just played. So here we are. Stage 75, so it's going to be the same team, same strikers. I just came in here once and ran it, and it seems like with some practice could definitely, you know, polish this up a little bit. But here we go. I mean, right off the rip, it's definitely more damage. And I'm going to try so the thing is on her awakened skill. So right now you still have the accumulation up, so I feel like it's wise to go right back into the rotation. You know, so you wouldn't want to run around and charge up the type. I feel like that would be a waste. But the next rotation, it seems like it's basically up. So it's kind of like almost like an every other rotation on her type might be the thing to actually do. But she's pretty much flying through this. It definitely seems better. We'll probably just use her awaken skill here. And might be a thing to do to actually have the type go off. So don't have the type charged up fully when you hit her 6, because she moves. And then once you hit the 1 to get close, you know, 5, 2, 4, 3, it should go off at that point, right? If you catch my drift. You got to be careful with hitting the 1 skill, not to accidentally have the type go off. But this is definitely, it's definitely stronger here. If I could actually move here. Let's not get frozen here. There we go. We have it go off right there. And she's definitely doing more damage. 100%. I know, you know, the time seems similar, but I think that wasn't as smooth. You know, let's try that again here and see what works out. But you could tell right off the rip that she does more damage. And moving forward throughout the rest of the run, because you have more, there's more times where you're not just on Knull attacking over and over again, right? So you're just charging up the type naturally. But it seems like you might want to be just like a little bit quicker off the jump there. But yeah, I feel like this would take a little bit of practice to actually get really, really good with. So, like I said, I think it can only actually just get better from this point forward here. But as of right now, it's still better. It's still faster. It doesn't seem like it's much faster. Yeah, we didn't get that last time. Well, with the run that I played here. We can actually get a pain proc here. But yeah, this is what I mean. You want to go right back into this rotation. We had a late proc. It's pretty much a bummer. But in like no proc. Yeah, we're getting straight bamboozled here. Yeah, Like right now, I gotta wait. It's kind of coming in at the same, but honestly, take my word for it, it's definitely stronger. Even though this is like the same time here, and it's only going to prove to be even more useful, and you know, as you progress through the run, because as I mentioned, there's just more times where you're actually able to charge it up. You're charging up naturally because you got to attack, right? You got to avoid Knull's attacks, and then you go back in. It's definitely stronger. And I guess once I start doing full runs with it, and having Proxima in the lead, I'll know for sure then if it seems to be much easier, and I'll get back to you on that note. But as of right now, my conclusion is it's definitely stronger. And here's the thing: I feel like I said, like I mentioned before, the all attack is something that's at the very least going to be easier to play for ABX, and the type might result in just more runs to achieve the same score, if that makes sense. But ladies and gentlemen, there is my stage 75 video, and I'm going to be pushing to 79. And here's the thing: after 79, 80, it's hero, human, female. It's actually the same. It's the same for Mephisto. Stage 60. I don't know if I could view it. I can't view it right now, but it's hero, human, female. So it's like Sharon Rogers, Spectrum, and no supports though. So devs, I really hope you're gearing up and you have White Fox Tier 3 or Awaken in order. That would be fantastic. Or, I don't know, something that can assist there, because as of right now, I just don't think it's possible. Maybe on the Mephisto side, it could be possible, but you know, it's still going to be very, very difficult for Knull. I think no way, no how that is something that could actually be done. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, after I get this done, edited, posted to YouTube, I'm going to be I'm going to be doing my Supergiant ABX video, because it seems like a lot of people want to see it. And this rotation, it's going to blow your mind at how what a simple thing you could actually do that's going to result in so much more damage, and it's going to improve your score like crazy. And it's kind of a there's kind of a twist on the rotation as well. So if you're looking to increase your Supergiant ABX score, make sure you catch that video. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm out of here. So got more stuff. So you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there. Peace.